There are no free lunches in this world. If somebody is trying to give you a favor, he's giving you that favor with the intention in his mind that you're going to reciprocate that favor sooner or later. And that's how the human relationships function. That's how the relationships between the society function. Because at the end of the day, we all have transactional relationships. We bring value to other people's lives, and then other people bring value to our lives. And that's how this system of social dominance hierarchy has been functioning for millions of years now. So, whenever you're dealing with someone, you should have this idea clear in your mind that that's a transactional relationship. And if somebody is trying to bring you any kind of favor without you asking for it, they are simply looking for another favor that you can bring to them that they know. Because ask yourself, if somebody is spending their time and energy, and money is also a form of energy, because just ask yourself, if you have 10 rupees in your pocket, your emotional state is going to be absolutely different than when you have 10,000 or 100,000 rupees in your pocket, because you have more access to resources, and now your survival is being taken care of for a while. So you're not going to have that sense of panic, that sense of frustration or anxiety within you. So if somebody's spending their time, if somebody's spending their energy, and if somebody's spending their money on you, they're expecting something tangible from you in return, sooner or later, because there are no free lunches in this world. And you must be absolutely content with the fact that other people want to use you for your skills, because at the end of the day, if you're too emotional about the fact that the other people are trying to use you, or the other people are trying to exploit you, and you get emotional or sensitive about that, that people don't want you for what you are, they want you for what you have, that means that you don't have anything valuable to offer. Because a person who has a very valuable skill set to offer is going to be very confident in his ability to bring value to other people's lives. He wants to get used. He wants to be utilized for what he has. Obviously he's not going to be gold ducked. He's not an idiot. But at the end of the day, he knows that he can be engaging in transactional relationships where he's going to bring massive value to the lives of others, and then others are also going to bring some sort of value in his life in terms of financial favors, in terms of any kind of chance or opportunities in which he can elevate his social status, or anything which is going to bring him any kind of tangible results. He's looking for it because he has something valuable to offer. And if you're just so much disturbed by the fact that people are trying to use you, that means that you don't have anything valuable to offer. But in the professional world, we are only rewarded for the results that we generate, for the results that we generate for those people who matter. Our mark sheets, our result sheets, our graduation degrees, our universities don't matter in the real world. If you don't have the competence to bring the results which are expected from you, you're not very good for the marketplace, and the market is not going to value you just for the sake of existing, and nobody's going to deal with you. So what you should do is that you should be stop becoming too emotional and sensitive about the fact that other people want to use you, and you should be working on enhancing your abilities. But in order to enhance your abilities, the first question that you should ask yourself is that what is your vocation? What is that one skill that you have that is going to differentiate and separate you from the rest of the people around you? And it is your quality, it is your speciality, and it has a commercial side to it, which means that that talent can also be commercialized. You can capitalize on that talent. You can use that talent, use that passion, use that skill, and actually bring massive value to the lives of others. When you have that kind of an ability, that's when you're going to get the confidence that you can also become valuable, because now you know that there is something within you which can give you the value, the social validation that you're looking for. And from then on, all you have to do is to start working on the fundamentals. You should not be chasing all that fancy and flashy stuff where you're trying to chase the next upcoming opportunity in order to become important. That's what dabblers do. And dabblers never develop that depth of clarity and perspective. They never develop that unwavering work ethic that is needed by them in order to become important to others. So you will have to devote yourself to your work to such an extent that you are just working on the fundamentals. You're just working on those things which are basic. You're just working on those things which matter the most, and they're the basics of that skill set, and you're just practicing them over and over and over and over again, and you're just hammering them out. And a day is going to come that the work that you're creating is going to be so magnificent that people are going to notice you. People are going to gather around you for the magnificence of the work that you have generated. And from then on, they're going to look at you, and they will just try to waste your time all the time. They want to be around you all the time because you're gaining all that social validation. You're gaining all that, you're in this limelight, and people want to be around you. But at that particular moment, you're going to realize that this social validation is a result of the work that you have generated for the past few years, where you were sitting in solitude and no one else was around you. And that's your zone. And that's where you should be. And that's where you belong. And at that particular moment, you will realize that you don't want to be in the limelight anymore, because now you're a realized being. You know that these things don't matter. What matters is the work that you're generating. All these people who are around you, the moment you start going down, they will vanish and they will find some other shiny object to worship. And that is something that you know now. And you're not willing to compromise on that at any cost. So, when you have that kind of a work ethic and you are creating that kind of work and you're getting social validation for that, that's the time when you start becoming valuable. That's the time when you start getting value for your work, because now you know that everything which is going to make you important lies within you, and you're not looking for it in the outer world, in the external world. But if you don't work on that, what's going to happen is that you're going to become a victim of procrastination. That means that you will be delaying on the important tasks because you don't want to be exposed for your inadequacies. You don't want to be exposed for the shortcomings and the lacks you have, because you're absolutely afraid of it. You know that the moment you sit down and start working, you will be exposed for your weaknesses. And you want to save yourself from the humiliation of abandoning or quitting that work in the middle. So that's why you don't even start. You're looking for that perfect condition, because in your mind you're always thinking that there is going to be an easy way to do this thing. There is no easy way to do these things. There are only hard ways, and there are only basic ways within which each and everything is done. Even the most complex tasks have some sort of fundamentals, and those fundamentals can be practiced in order to master those tasks. Everything has a fundamental aspect to it, and that's the real aspect that leads to mastery. That is something that you should be absolutely clear in your mind. So, the biggest caveat of procrastination is that you're always looking for perfection, and that perfection is never going to come, because even in the most sophisticated academic subjects like science, the theories that we hold really, really dear in 2025 can be absolutely wiped out by the advanced researches that are going to come in 2026. So, there is nothing that is static, everything is fluid, everything is changing. And it doesn't matter how perfect you get, even if you're world class, there's going to be some sort of imperfection in your work ethic that cannot be eradicated fully. And you should be content with that. So, you must replace your desire for perfection with an act of consistency. If you're putting in consistent work and effort every single day, it doesn't matter how imperfect it is, you're going there, you're staying for all the time that you're supposed to stay there, and you're absolutely working, you're just crushing it. A day is going to come that you're going to become so good, your work is going to become so magnificent. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be way, way ahead than your competition, because you're not willing to miss even a single day. And that's what is going to give you the edge that you're looking for. In the moment, it's just going to seem insignificant. You're just going to look at it and you're going to see that you're just wasting your time. Trust me, you're not wasting your time. You're putting in the effort. That effort is piling up, and it is going to become so huge. It is going to gain so much momentum that it's going to shock you when it is going to give you the improvements that you're looking for. So, that consistency is going to give you a sense of confidence that you're looking for. It is going to give you that sense of internal, solid, foundational confidence, which is going to tell you that you can take care of it. It is going to eradicate every weakness out of your system, and it is going to give you that strong mindset that you're looking for. And it is going to give you the self-reliance that you're looking for, because now you know that no matter what happens, all you have to do is to stay consistent and keep moving forward. It doesn't matter what is happening around you. It doesn't matter if everything is taken from you. You are not willing to surrender. And that's the life that you should be looking for. And when you have that kind of a confidence where you are absolutely self-reliant and you're willing to take care of yourself and you're willing to extract all of your pleasure from your work and not from the social validation, that's the time when you should get out of this illusion. And you get out of this illusion that there are no other people who are willing to help you for the sake of making your life better. That you are the last line of your own defense. It helps you to get out of this mindset of welfare where people are always looking towards other people, towards the governments, towards their parents, towards their siblings to make their lives better. They're looking at themselves and they're finding those ways in which their lives can be improved so that they can take care of themselves. You can just read all the pages in the human history, from the first welfare ruler to the ones who still exist, and you're going to find out that how these people have been wiped out by the vicious elements of the status quo whenever they tried to fight for the rights of the poor or for the weak. So, in the realm of power, there is no place for morality. People are not abiding by the moral standards. They're just there for show. Now, I'm not telling you to abandon any kind of moral authority in your life, but what I'm saying is that you must be ready, because your competitors are not going to care about that. So you must be absolutely ruthless and merciless when it comes to defending yourself from all the tactics of power that are being used against you by your competitors. And that's not going to happen if you're just trying to build relationships with powerful people when you are weak. When you come from a weaker position and you're trying to build a relationship with a powerful person, number one, they're not going to be interested in having any kind of relationship with you because they have a lot of time and a lot of people want that time and you're just one of them. So why will they care? Why would they care? That's the point. Why would they care? So what you should do is that instead of trying to build your power by building relationships with powerful people, you must start working on something that is tangible. You must start working on your skills, on your values that you know that these people will need eventually. So you must be prepared before inspiration strikes. You must be prepared before the opportunity comes your way. You must have all those skills which are needed by these people. And at some time, those skills are going to help you to work for them or to work for them in such a way that you're going to bring value to their lives. And that's when you build instead of chase. That means that you're not working on building relationships, you're building those skills which will be important to those people that you want to build a relationship with, and then you're going to become a man or a woman of value to them. And that's how you must build your relationships with the powerful people, because if you're just all the time you're just asking for favors, you're just going to get ignored eventually, or your life is going to be so miserable that you're going to be treated like shit. And there is no benefit in being treated like shit. It doesn't matter how much power do you get. At the end of the day, integrity must be held supreme. And that's how we come to the last portion of this video. And we come to the last portion of this discussion where I have extracted 5 points from all the discussion that we have done today. And these 5 points are absolutely necessary for any person who is just starting from scratch and he wants to build his life. Even if you have wasted some time, or if you're just in your early 20s, if you just start working on these 5 things, your life is going to become better in the next 1 year. The number one point is that you don't need anyone else's approval. You're an adult. You don't need other people to make decisions for you. If you are a child, and at that point people were making decisions for you, that's fine. Because at that point we were actually appreciated whenever we asked for permission from our parents or from other elders in order to do something. But that doesn't work in the adult world. If you're still asking for the approval of other people whenever you want to do something significant, you're just an adult infant, and nobody wants to deal with an adult infant. So you must get out of this illusion and start thinking for yourself. Focus on yourself and find your skill set. Find what you're good at and then spend each and every day of your life making and sharpening that skill that you have. And that's only going to come when you're doing unwavering form of practice. And that's the time when you build that skill. Now you understand that you have to build your success instead of chasing it. It's not going to come to you. If you're chasing it, you have to stay on your ground. You have to hold firm, and then you have to work relentlessly and let it come to you, because that's the right way to build a solid foundation of the success that you're looking for. And at the end of the day, in all that process, you must have absolutely zero tolerance for stupidity. You must not be thinking about the other people, that how are they going to think if you're not giving them time. Just let them go. If they don't understand how your life is working, they will have to leave because they don't understand. So, you must have zero tolerance for stupid people and their stupidity. And at the end of the day, you must have the willingness and the ability and the capability to extract all the pleasure that you're looking for from your work. You should not be looking at any kind of entertainment activities. You should not be looking at any kind of ways in which you can be instantly gratified and you don't have to work for the pleasure that you're looking for. Just let all of these things go. Focus on your work because you don't have a lot of time. And when you don't have a lot of time, the only thing which matters is those things which are important for you in the long term. Start working on those things right now. But keep this thing in mind. Don't take those favors that you cannot return. And don't wait for any other people to make your life better. Because you are the last line of your own defense and no one else is coming to save you. Till the next time, peace.